All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. This is going to be a quick lesson going into the hypocrisy of Esau, right? And what you can see here is an image of so-called King Charles III kissing the Bible, all right, and being sworn in as the King of England, man, all right? And he's so-called like trying to make out like he's righteous and he's about the Bible, right? And let me just zoom in a bit, right? That's clearly a holy Bible, right? And he's kissing it and being sworn in and all that with his demon hands. Look at his demonic hands, man. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. And I'm just going to go straight to the scriptures, man, right? This is Psalm chapter 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son, right? And that's all the things that these Edomites do, but then at the same time, they want to try and have the outward image of righteousness, yet no favor has been shown to them, right? The wicked have not learned righteousness. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes, because they actually think that the wicked ass sacrifices and the way how they are, they actually think that that's been accepted of Yahweh, because if it hadn't, they think in their mind we would have been taken down by now. We wouldn't have been able to carry on being as wicked as we are and still been doing this for 400 years. Something would have happened by now. If these things, if these rituals, if these mechanisms that we have, if these evil things that we do, and then these fake repentant acts that we do weren't worthy, we would have surely been taken down by now. That's how they think in their mind, man, right? But they don't understand that Yahweh's got a certain portion of things that he wants them to do. And they had the nerve at the coronation to read this as well. They had the nerve to read this scripture, right? Luke chapter 4 and verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and to set and recovering of sight to the blind, and to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And he closed the book, and he gave it again to the minister, and sat down. And the eyes of all that were in the synagogue were fastened upon him. And he began to say unto them, this day this scripture is fulfilled in your ears. They had the nerve to read that, but they read from the 16th verse, right? But they had the nerve to read that as if that applies to that so-called king. Then he ain't going to deliver the captives, because we're the captives, the Israelites. They ain't going to deliver us from nothing, man, right? They're not going to do that. But these are all the things that they do that are going to further condemn them, because they've tried to push out the Bible as what they're about. But there's laws in that book, right? And he's there kissing this, but within this book that he's kissing, right, there's several laws in that he will not keep. One of them clearly is that he doesn't have a beard on his face, right? He doesn't have a beard on his face, man. And most of the people there, I was watching it, most of the people there, for the amount of time that I watched it, maybe like half an hour that I was watching it, half an hour, 45 minutes, most of the people there did not have beards on their face, man. And then they panned and had some Israelites singing, and the Israelites, most of the Israelite men had a beard on their face. Mine is one bald-headed and bold-faced guy, right? But most of the Israelite men had beards on their face when it panned over to them. And he was getting cut to the heart when he was looking at them and was envious, man. And then eventually he ended up just not even looking at them, right? But I'm going to end it there, man. These people have got the nerve to be sworn in with the Bible when they don't believe in it, man. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom.